Hi everybody. I don't go live. I don't know how to do it. I just have a lot going through my head, and I really felt like I needed to get this out there and find some people who are ready to take some action steps. I find it ridiculous. There are so many of us that have belief systems that are awakened or knowledgeable in health, or oppose these infringements on our civil rights, our privacy, our ability to thrive or survive, even that we could raise our children. The reparations, I think we're beyond reparations in what is the effects that are going to linger with our kids. I mean, I'm a parent. I don't know the answers. I don't know the ins and outs of politics. I absolutely hate it. I get a headache thinking about it. I have a crazy busy schedule and a lot of shit to do and a lot of responsibility on my own plate. I've got some serious loss in this last year. I don't know what I'm doing first. There's just a lot of stuff in it any given day. I know everybody has shit on their plate. I get it. I'm a potty mouth as well. So first of all, if you disagree with anything so far, you might want to just turn the channel. And if you got a problem with my potty mouth, it's not going to stop either. So here's the thing. I'm pissed off at this point. We've gone too far. This has gone way beyond any level of rational, scientific, I don't even know what you call it. It's ludicrous. New York State, I'm a New York State resident. I don't know if I said that. Just passed Senate Bill S-75, which I read that it was on the docket, like it was proposed a couple of years ago, but for some reason it sat there untouched, unattended, until last night when they put it on the calendar for today. And it's 12:54, May 11th, and it was passed an hour ago. They started at 12. It was the first order of business on their docket at 12, and it was passed already. So what this says is that the state demands any and all medical providers to give our personal, private, medical information to the state to be recorded and documented, to track us for COVID vaccines. Number one. It was done in such a stealthy, back alley manner, which is just the way they do business these days. They don't care what their constituents think or want or feel, or science for that matter. They really are not following any consistent path. So they just also mandated, yesterday I heard that all CUNY and SUNY schools, state universities of New York, are now mandating that students, on-campus student, has to be mandated vaccines. No. Fuck no. And what else? I mean, geez. The Excelsior Pass, the ability to, thrive, let alone survive, to be able to go out in public and, see other people, to not be glared at or judged or attacked or any number of, ridiculousness, because I don't happen to believe what you do. I don't believe there's any science or medical anything that backs up the masks. In opposition, I believe the masks do more harm than good to healthy people. I feel it. I know it. I see it in my son. It's not science. back to the purpose of this video. This is a call to action. I'm trying to, with many different groups, I am a part of this, I'm a part of that, and I got my own crap going on. I don't know what I'm doing on a regular basis. I think a lot of us feel like that. I think we want to help, we want to affect change, we want the right things for us, for our children, for our grandchildren. We see the wrongs that are being done. We see what they're trying to get away with, and actually, frankly, are getting away with, while we stand idly by because we just don't know what to do. Or the few of us that are out here, the squeaky wheels, that are just constantly posting stuff and saying stuff and calling the representatives and, researching and learning and sharing. There's so few of us, it seems. Not that there's few of us that believe these things. There's just few of us that are out there really working it, and we need more. We need people. We need bodies. We need voices. We need the phone calls. We need the appearances. We need people on the streets. We need signs out. We need action. And I don't care if you're a spiritual person. I am a spiritual person. I know that I've been judged by fellow spiritualists, by fellow readers and, healers who only believe that we should send light and love and focus on what we want, all the fluffy, light, good stuff. And that's all fine and well. Except, even in spirituality, you have to admit, action steps are sometimes needed. We need to sometimes take things to a physical level so that we can clear it on the physical level. It's not just about intentions. It's not just about prayers and wishes and the feeling of our heart and the energy we put into it. Yes, the energy we put into it. Absolutely. But it's not only about us either. I'm sorry, but I have one son left, 18 years old, going to college, who is now not going to be going to college because they're saying they're mandated to be vaccinated before they go on campus. And I'll be damned, because I lost my oldest son, my 19-year-old, and his father in 2020 as well. And I'll be damned if I'm not between my 18-year-old and whoever the fuck is trying to inject him with some bullshit that they don't even have scientific grounds for, or proof that it works, or any fucking thing that makes us say, oh, this is reasonable and, potentially a healing, a fix, or some step toward getting back to life. It's the complete opposite of that, everything I'm hearing. So, I won't. This is what the loss of my 19-year-old taught me. We can be silent no longer. And it doesn't matter what area you are in, what belief system you're in, what state you're in, or any science that you think backs up the vaccine. Research it. Research everything. I don't care what I'm saying. Research it. Look up S75 and see what they just did, because they passed it without our knowledge, without our okay, without knowing that, or caring that their constituents, their people that they're supposed to represent, don't want this. That it goes against our rights. That it goes against us as humans, civil rights, constitutionally, as Americans, as just people in general. Human beings trying to exist, trying to just survive. This has gone too far. So, action steps. What do we do and how do we do it? Again, I'm just a parent. And I'm a spiritual person and highly invested in self-awareness and working on myself and clearing my own shadow and understanding things from my perspective, but I also see from other perspectives. But I see it's not just about me. It's not just about that I'm going to, vibrate so high that I'm going to experience the 5D and I'm going to, evolve and not have to deal with the lower density, right? But I'm in a physical body. I have to deal with the lower density. So do you. So does everybody. And guess what? I have kids and grandkids, and I care about what their future looks like. I care about the world that we're leaving to them. I have always been an environmentalist and cared about all of these things. It's not just about us. They're trying to shame us and blame us for those who, dare to breathe the free air into cowering, hiding at home, staring at a screen, and just accepting it and playing ball and shaming us for having a difference of opinion. But I think we need that difference of opinion. I think it's that difference, that perspective that we each bring. We each bring a truth. We each bring a talent. We each bring a gift. So what are you good at? I'm really good at filing, typing, paperwork, phone calls, organizing stuff, getting out there. I'm really good at energy work and prayers and intentions. I'm really good at listening. I'm really good at a lot of things. What are you good at? I don't know exactly what to do, when to do it, where to send it to. I find things out last minute, and it's just me. I post things on my media, but I get shadow banned and I get censored and I get little warnings on my posts, and I'm sure you know the same. The point is, the more of us there are, the more change we can affect. And if I'm talking to you and you talk to somebody else that doesn't have contact with me, clearly our network grows. This is what we need. We need to get on the ball. We need to stop sitting on the sidelines and just saying, oh, too late, okay. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of being forced to just accept the shitstorm that is thrown my way. I've had a lifetime of that, and I'm done with that. I'm fucking done. And I'm sorry, but, I won't hold my tongue. I lost my 19-year-old tragically, 19 years old, because he had nothing to live for. That's fucking shit. That's our system. I don't blame anything but this fucking system. His dad, gone a few months later. Why? Hopelessness. It's enough to make somebody like me, who has always strived to be, peaceful, be the middleman, to bridge the gap, and I am that. I am absolutely that. I think we have to come at this from higher perspectives. I think we need to set proper intentions and take proper steps, not just go out and wreak havoc and create chaos and just fight and war amongst each other. It's not about us against us. It's about taking on the system and the ridiculous perpetrations, that the wrongs that have been done to the human race, not just New Yorkers, not just parents, not just people with loss. We've all had loss. We've all had a traumatic fucking year and a half now. A year and a half. It's beyond comprehension that I can't seem to find in a bunch of groups that I'm in. I can't seem to find people who, there's a lot of people with lip service. There's a lot of people that come in and say, this is our belief, and yeah, we're all for it. Let's go create change. And then where are they? Crickets. If 4 people actually, do something because I shared it, that's pretty amazing. All right, I think I'm going off course here, but I really felt like some organization is needed. We need to find a central platform. We need to maybe divide by school district. So it doesn't matter what your location is. You find the people in your school district. Let's take on the Board of Education. in your district and mine and across the country. Let's take on the Board of Health. Let's take on the medical community. Let's take on these freaking red tape loving so-called representatives of the people who, for the large majority, are fighting for the wrong reasons and the wrong people. And I won't go into, all the conspiracy theories that I believe in, because they're not conspiracy theories, but, we won't clutter this message with any of that. This has to do with the rule of law, where we live, and what we are made to do if we choose to live and survive here. What hoops am I being made to jump through today? What is my son being told he needs to do in order to further his education or get out there and work? His health is declining because of these fucking masks. My son, my youngest, was born 5 weeks early, was on a nebulizer for months and for many periods over his lifetime. He's got lung issues. But yet, mask him up 6 days a week while he goes to school and while he goes to work, because he's trying to do the right thing and trying to better himself and trying to learn something else and be a part of society, even after all that he has suffered in 2020 as well, losing his brother and his father. This is just beyond. I have no words for the disgust that I feel when I think of what these politicians and crooked asses are doing to everyday kids, everyday people, the elderly. My own mom and stepdad have decided to get 2 doses of the fucking vaccine. That was like a gut punch. I just started crying. Why? Because I feel like I just lost them too. And they have awareness of the lack of science and the lack of reasons why they should, and they weren't going to, but then decided to do so. Why? So they can go to church while still sitting in a mask, which hurts them even further. So they could go food shopping or go do banking. This is beyond emotion. This is stand the fuck up right now. That's what that is. So again, I'm just a parent. I'm just a concerned person. I know where I live. I know the way I set my life up and my home, how my son and I choose to do things in our own space. And it's a beautiful space. But it's good to get out there. And sometimes you have to get out there. And it's good to meet people and network with people and do things together and, have a little fun and laughter. And I'm going round in circles. Anyway, my name is Kat Mayer. I'm just fed up. I would like to hear from some people who feel the same, who are action and solution oriented, who maybe have a plan and maybe you don't. Maybe we're just willing participants and we find a way. That's it. We need conversation. We need conversation that actually follows with action steps. We need to remove and oust these lifelong politicians who have their own best interests at heart. And we need to find the right candidates to put in place. We need to let them know we oppose. The list in my head is just overwhelming me right now with what I might say we oppose. You know what you oppose. I'm not going to tell you what to oppose, but we need to get organized and solution oriented. We need to take steps. It's not just about us. As we're being shamed and blamed for not doing the same, feeling the same, believing the same. We need to. We need to be different, unique. We need to shame and blame the people responsible. We need to be able to voice our opinion. Anyway, thank you. Kat Mayer. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, my website, Moonlit Spirit Healing. I'm sorry, the website is moonlitkitty.com. And email is moonlitspirithealing@gmail.com. I'm on other things as well. The list is long. You can find me. Thank you. Join me.